Hey everybody, Dave here with MxMegastore. Today we're taking a look at boots, specifically off-road, motocross, ATV, dirt bike boots. A good pair of motocross boots is easily the second most important investment in a piece of safety equipment you can buy. Everybody knows you can't ride without a helmet, but a lot of people really underestimate the protection that a good pair of motocross boots offer you. It's really easy to hurt your ankle if you're not wearing proper foot protection. We get asked a lot of the same questions over and over again with regards to boots. So we decided to do a quick video for you to answer a few of those questions. The most common question we get is women's to men's conversion sizing. Say I'm a women's 10, what size men's boots should I order if I can't find any women's boots that I like? The quick answer to that is drop down 2 sizes. If you're a women's 10, go with a men's 8. This is a women's 11 by O'Neill and a men's 9 by O'Neill. You can see the height of the boots is the same. The overall construction and size of the boots exactly the same. The height of the footbed area is exactly the same. They're going to be pretty much identical boot. Drop down 2 sizes, going from a women's boot to a men's boot. Again, this is a women's 11, this is a men's 9, and they're pretty much exactly the same. The next most common question we get is, what is the difference between a men's 8 and a youth 8? The simple answer to that is the youth 8 just does not go as high up on the leg. Kids, sometimes their feet grow faster than their height, so they just don't have the height to support a full size adult MX boot, so they just make the youth version a little bit shorter. The lower end construction of the boot is going to be really similar, and the size of the footbed area is going to be exactly the same. This is a men's 8, this is a youth 8. Again, the height or the size of the footbed area is going to be pretty much exactly the same. They just don't go as high on the calf. The next most common question we get is, what is the difference between an MX sole and an ATV sole? This is the MX sole from Fox. It's the Fox Comp 5. This is the Fox Comp 5 off-road sole. As you can see, the construction of the boot pretty much exactly the same. Again, the price is the same. The main difference is the bottom of the sole. The off-road sole has a much more aggressive work boot style lugged pattern on the bottom. The MX sole is relatively smooth. Honestly, I think when you're on the bike, you're really not going to notice much of a difference. I think it's more of a marketing thing. When you're off the bike, I can understand the theory that this more lugged pattern is going to give you a little bit better grip in the dirt or the mud when you're off the bike. But really, when you're on the bike or the quad, I don't see it being much of an issue. I would be very surprised if you can ever notice a difference as to which boots you're wearing. I think it's more of a marketing gimmick. If you think, I ride an ATV, I need a pair of ATV boots, I really wouldn't worry about it. The MX sole versus the ATV sole, they're both going to protect you just fine. The next style of boot we're going to take a look at is the 50-50 or the half boot. This is the Fox Comp 5 Shorty. It's a good quality boot. To be honest, I steer people away from these shorty 50-50 style boots just because I don't think it provides the upper ankle protection that you really should have when you're off-road on a dirt bike or an ATV. You can see the height difference here. It's pretty easy for your foot to come off the peg and get into a dangerous situation. This boot provides so much more protection than this half boot. So that is the 50-50 boot. If you're doing some real light pit bike riding or really non-aggressive riding, I can see where this boot would come in handy. But for most people on the trail, on the track, I really try and steer them towards a full height motocross boot. I can't even count how many times that a full height boot has saved my ankle or my leg. The next most common question we get is, what is the difference in cost? What's the difference between a $150 boot and a $500 boot? It's basically quality of materials. This is a great entry-level price point boot from Fox. The leather on the inside provides a good heat resistance to the the pipe. The materials are entry-level materials. It's a great boot for the money, but this is one of the more high-end boots we have. It's the Alpinestar Tech 10, and this boot is just loaded with features. Top-of-the-line materials, you can tell by feeling the leather on the inside of here is really high-grade leather. All of the materials on here are just really top of the line. The buckles, just a more secure buckle on here. Aluminum buckles versus a plastic buckle. On both boots, the buckles are replaceable. They would just come all the way out, and they are adjustable for different size calf height or calf widths. The Tech 10 also does have a removable bootie that's hinged, that provides a little more lateral ankle protection. Basically what causes the difference in price is all of these features, the quality of material, the money that goes into research and development for a boot like this. Alpinestar spends years researching and developing, refining a boot like this, and all that costs money. That gets put into the retail price of the boot. The next most common question we get are sizing, from peewee on up to adult. So we did a little display in back of me here. These are some of the Fox boots. This is a peewee 10, peewee 11, peewee 12, peewee 13, a youth 1. You can see it does get a little bit taller there. There's about a 2-inch jump. A youth 2, a youth 3, youth 4, youth 5, youth 6, youth 7, and my youth 8 is right here. And then it jumps to my adult 8. You can see the adult 8 does get a little bit taller on the height of the boot again. So that's your adult 8, adult 9, adult 10, and then on up to the adult 11, 12, 13, 14, etc. So that's motocross boots, a quick overview of some of the different sizes, conversions, stuff like that. I hope we answered most of your questions for you. If you do have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We're always here for you. 877-UMOTO, that's 877-968-6686. We'll see you on the track.